Alright, so now that you have saved your snapshot of yourself onto your desktop, you're going to Photoshop yourself. So we're going to click on Adobe Photoshop, Elements 11, Photo Editor. What we want to do is make sure that you're an expert and go to File, Open, from the desktop or where you saved your picture, which Miss Loak was gracious enough to volunteer her image. You select the image that you're going to edit. Okay, so when I took the picture of Miss Loak, I made sure that I only got her face in the frame. However, that can be changed if you need it to be. If you got a more of a full body shot, then you're going to use the cropping tool, which is located over here, and you want to make sure that you only crop your face. Alright, so let's begin. The first thing that we want to do is we want to go to Filter, and what you're going to be responsible for is sending me a picture of yourself as a stamp and as a pen and ink. So we go to Sketch, and we're going to go to Pen and Ink, and you can select the background being blue, pink, green, whatever, but I'm going to go with the black and white. Over here you can change the details so that things stand out more. Make the width of the pen and ink a little bit thicker here. Make it a little darker. And contrast. There we go. And we're going to click OK. You can play with the pen part, but it really doesn't change much. So now on here I don't want all of this background, so we're going to take it out by using the magic wand. So we're going to go around her hair on this side and hit delete. And there's a little piece here, so we just go circle it, delete, circle it, delete. That's the easiest way. Or you can come over here and grab the eraser and start erasing, which actually I think you need to deselect first, and then we click eraser and we can erase anything we want here. Just hold down your mouse and erase all the dots. Okay, and we're going to take the magic wand again because it's much faster. Try to get all of that. Delete. This out. So, okay. So make sure that you hit deselect or it's going to do everything to the background. And what we want to do now is go ahead and save this file, save as, so that we don't mess up the original any more than we need to. So we've got, let's save it as Loak 1. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to open a new, whoops, file new, okay, and open. Let's go back and grab our original picture. And this time what we want to do is apply a stamp. Okay, so we're going to go back to Filter, select Sketch, and Stamp. Okay, now you can play around with this a little bit here. That looks kind of nice. You can make it smoother, which is going to make things disappear. And you'll lose the whole who is that, so think about right. Let's do a little bit more. No, I like the 22. And then you're going to click OK. And what we want to do is we want to get rid of this background again and these little dots. So we're going to pick up our eraser and get rid of these little tiny dots here. Clean that up. And then let's go ahead and get the magic wand and select this whole thing. Delete. Okay. Let's try deselecting and then reselecting it. Try the eraser again. There we go. All right, now that that's all done, we want to show our images side by side. The first thing that I want to do, however, is save this image. So we're going to go File, Save As, and this time we're going to save it as LOAC 2. Click OK. Alright, and then I want to view both of these on the same screen. So I want to go to Window, Images, and Tile. Okay, and right now when you get the two pictures side by side, we want to put our name on each of the pictures. And if you find that you do not have enough white space to write in your name, then you can always change the size of your image by going to Image and resizing. But on Miss LOAC's picture, there's plenty of room to write her name. Okay, so I want to be able to see all of my text tools. So what I did down here is I went from Photo Bin to Tool Options, so that I can now, I've typed in Miss LOAC and made it black. So I want to highlight this and maybe change the font. Something that, make it a little bigger, and if the size is not there, the size that you want, you can type in a size. That one looks good. Okay, or with the box around it, you can resize it here. Looks great. Okay, and now I want to also do a name over on this side as well. So we're going to go to Text again. This time maybe let's make it kind of big like that. That's probably a little too big, so let's go to 48 after we highlight. Okay. And let's say alright. Let's go ahead and resize this a little bit bigger. Looks good. Okay. Alright, so we want to deselect.
Mr. Revlo, if you're on campus, please call the main office.
Okay.
Mr. Revlo.
All right, so now all we got to do is to save our images. And we're going to File, Save As. And we want to have this saved as a JPEG this time. Okay. Let's go ahead and put an underscore. And then click on this image, and we're going to save that one as well. And then what we're going to do is drag and drop these into our Google Drive. So we are done with Photoshop. And we can X out this. We go to our Google Drive. And restore down. And let's look for our images. Here we go. Drag and drop. You open it up to check. Looks good. And then of course you're going to share with me, Mrs. Brown, H. Brown 1. Both pictures.